If you think your sleep quality has declined as you've aged, you're not alone. Research shows that after age 65, our sleep architecture changes significantly, deep sleep decreases and nighttime awakenings increase. However, simple modifications to your bedroom may contribute to a restful sleep experience, despite these natural changes. Most of us can recall a time in our younger years when we could sleep through anything, perhaps a thunderstorm, a neighbor's party, or even construction noise outside. We'd fall asleep quickly, stay asleep for hours, and wake feeling refreshed. For many older adults, these seamless sleep experiences have become distant memories, replaced by difficulties falling asleep, frequent night awakenings, and mornings that arrive before we feel truly rested. This shift in sleep quality is so common that many assume it's simply an inevitable part of aging, something to be endured rather than addressed. But sleep medicine specialists suggest a different perspective. While certain changes in sleep architecture do naturally occur with age, the degree of sleep disruption many older adults experience may be significantly improved through thoughtful environmental modifications. Understanding the biological changes that affect sleep after 65 is the first step toward creating solutions. As we age, several key shifts occur in our sleep physiology. We produce less melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep-wake cycles. Our circadian rhythms often shift earlier, our body temperature regulation becomes less efficient, and we spend proportionally less time in deep, restorative sleep stages. These changes aren't uniform across all older adults, but they're common enough to be considered normal aspects of aging. However, normal doesn't necessarily mean unchangeable. By adapting our sleep environments to accommodate these physiological shifts, we may be able to significantly improve sleep quality, despite the biological changes taking place. I'm Dr. Rachel Thompson, and for over 25 years, I've specialized in sleep science with a focus on healthy aging. I've worked with thousands of older adults who were able to reclaim restful sleep by making thoughtful adjustments to their sleep environments. Today, I'll share evidence-based modifications for your bedroom that may help you achieve more restorative sleep despite the natural changes that occur after 65. Before we explore these bedroom adaptations, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Each week, we share practical, science-backed approaches for healthy aging. And if you're experiencing sleep challenges as you've grown older, type sleep in the comments below. I read every comment and value understanding your specific situation. Let's begin by understanding how sleep architecture typically changes after 65. Sleep architecture refers to the structure of sleep throughout the night. The various stages we cycle through and how much time we spend in each. For most younger adults, a typical night includes about 75 to 80% light sleep, stages 1 and 2, 15 to 20% deep sleep, stage 3, and 20 to 25% REM sleep, with these stages cycling approximately every 90 minutes. After 65, this architecture often changes in several ways. Deep sleep, the most physically restorative stage, may decrease significantly, sometimes to less than 5% of total sleep time. REM sleep, associated with memory consolidation and emotional regulation, might also decrease somewhat. Meanwhile, the proportion of lighter sleep stages increases, making it easier to be awakened by environmental disturbances. Additionally, sleep becomes more fragmented, with more frequent transitions between sleep stages and more awakenings throughout the night. Many older adults also experience a circadian rhythm shift called advanced sleep phase syndrome, where they feel sleepy earlier in the evening and wake earlier in the morning than they did when younger. These changes help explain many common sleep complaints among older adults. Difficulty staying asleep, early morning awakening, feeling that sleep isn't refreshing, and increased sensitivity to noise or other disturbances during the night. Now let's explore how specific bedroom modifications may help address these age-related sleep changes, beginning with light management. Light is the most powerful external influencer of our circadian rhythms, and thoughtful light management becomes increasingly important as we age. Many older adults produce less melatonin naturally, making them more vulnerable to the sleep-disrupting effects of evening light exposure. Blue light, in particular the type emitted by televisions, computers, smartphones, and even some energy-efficient lighting, can be especially problematic, as it most powerfully suppresses melatonin production. To create a more sleep-supportive environment, consider installing blackout curtains or shades that can completely darken your bedroom. This is particularly important if you live in an urban area with significant outdoor lighting, or if streetlights shine near your windows. Elizabeth, a 72-year-old who had been struggling with early morning awakenings, found that blackout curtains made a significant difference. I was consistently waking up at 4:30 a.m. when the faintest light would begin to appear, she shared. After installing proper blackout curtains, I was able to sleep until 6 o'clock most mornings, which better aligned with my preferred schedule. In addition to managing external light, consider the lighting inside your bedroom. Replace high-intensity bulbs with lower wattage options for evening use, and consider warm-toned bulbs that emit less blue light. Some lighting manufacturers now offer special sleep-friendly bulbs that minimize blue light emission while still providing adequate illumination for evening activities. If you read before bed, consider using a dedicated book light that illuminates only the page rather than flooding the room with light. And ideally, try to avoid screens, television, computer, tablet, smartphone, for at least an hour before bedtime. If that's not realistic, consider using blue light blocking glasses during evening screen time, or enable the night mode feature available on many devices, which reduces blue light emission. Robert, a 68-year-old who had difficulty falling asleep, made several lighting adjustments with noticeable results. I used to watch TV right up until bedtime, then wonder why I couldn't fall asleep, he explained. Now I stop all screen time an hour before bed, and use lower lighting in the evening. It typically takes me 15 to 20 minutes to fall asleep now, instead of the hour or more it used to take. Temperature management is another crucial aspect of sleep environment optimization for older adults. Our body temperature naturally drops as we fall asleep and stays lower throughout the night. This drop in core temperature helps initiate and maintain sleep. However, many older adults experience changes in temperature regulation that can interfere with this natural process. Research suggests that a slightly cool bedroom, typically between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius, may create optimal conditions for sleep. This may be especially important for older adults, who sometimes experience temperature dysregulation that makes it harder to shed heat during the night. Beyond the room temperature itself, consider your bedding. Layering lightweight blankets rather than using a single heavy comforter allows for easier temperature adjustments during the night. Materials that wick moisture and allow for airflow, such as cotton or certain specialized fabrics, may help maintain comfortable sleep temperature. Margaret, a 75-year-old who frequently woke feeling overheated, made several temperature-related changes to her bedroom. I switched from a synthetic comforter to layers of cotton blankets, lowered my thermostat to 65 degrees Fahrenheit at night, and started using a fan for air circulation, she reported. The difference has been remarkable. I'm waking far less frequently, and when I do wake, I'm able to fall back asleep much more easily. For those who share a bed with a partner who prefers different sleeping temperatures, consider dual-zone bedding that allows each person to maintain their preferred microclimate. These might include dual-control electric blankets or specialized mattress covers that regulate temperature differently on each side of the bed. Sound management becomes increasingly important as we age, particularly since older adults tend to spend more time in lighter sleep stages, and thus may be more easily awakened by noises. While we can't always control external sounds, we can modify our bedroom environment to minimize their impact. If external noise is an issue, consider using a white noise machine or fan to create a consistent sound backdrop that masks intermittent disturbances. Some people find that nature sounds like rainfall or ocean waves work well for this purpose. Many smartphone apps and small bedside devices offer these options. For those with hearing aids, proper management of these devices at night is important. If you remove hearing aids for sleep, having a dedicated place to store them can prevent the stress of misplacing them, which might create sleep-disrupting anxiety. William, an 81-year-old living in an urban apartment building, found sound management crucial for improving his sleep. The unpredictable noises from neighbors and street traffic would wake me multiple times each night, he shared. I started using a white noise machine, and it's made a tremendous difference. The consistent background sound seems to block out the disruptive noises that used to wake me. If a partner's snoring is the primary noise concern, Consider solutions like earplugs designed for sleep, or suggest that your partner consult with a healthcare provider, as snoring can sometimes indicate treatable conditions like sleep apnea. Mattress and pillow selection takes on new importance after 65, as many older adults experience changes in body composition, increased joint sensitivity, and sometimes the development of conditions like arthritis that can make comfort more challenging. A mattress that might have felt perfectly comfortable in your 50s may no longer provide adequate support as your body changes. Many older adults benefit from mattresses that offer a balance of support and pressure relief. This doesn't necessarily mean choosing the firmest option. In fact, very firm mattresses can sometimes create pressure points, especially for those who sleep on their sides. Pillows should support the natural alignment of your spine. Side sleepers typically need thicker pillows to fill the gap between the head and shoulders, while back sleepers usually benefit from thinner pillows that don't push the head too far forward. If you experience acid reflux or respiratory issues that improve with elevation, consider an adjustable bed base or wedge pillows designed to elevate the upper body. Jean, a 77-year-old with arthritis, found that updating her sleep surface made a significant difference. I had been using the same mattress for 15 years and waking with terrible stiffness, she explained. After switching to a medium-firm mattress with a pressure-relieving top layer, I'm waking with much less pain and stiffness. I hadn't realized how much my old mattress was contributing to my discomfort. For those with specific medical conditions like COPD, heart failure, or severe acid reflux, specialized bed positioning may be worth discussing with healthcare providers. Some conditions improve with particular sleeping positions, and adjustable beds or supportive pillows can help maintain these positions comfortably throughout the night. The accessibility of your sleep environment becomes increasingly important as mobility or vision changes occur with age. Simple modifications can prevent sleep disruption caused by navigating to and from the bed or bathroom during the night. Consider installing motion-activated night lights along the path between your bed and bathroom. These provide sufficient illumination for safe movement without the sleep-disrupting effects of turning on bright overhead lights. Touch-activated bedside lamps can also be helpful, eliminating the need to fumble for small switches in the dark. Clear pathways of potential trip hazards, and consider the height of your bed. It should allow you to get in and out easily without straining. Bed rails or specially designed assistive devices can provide support for those who need additional stability when transitioning in and out of bed. David, a 79-year-old with nocturia, frequent nighttime urination, found that accessibility modifications significantly improved his sleep continuity. I was waking 2 to 3 times nightly to use the bathroom, and each time, I'd fully awaken trying to navigate in the dark, he shared. After installing motion sensor night lights and rearranging furniture to create a clear path, I'm able to make these trips with minimal disruption to my sleep. I fall back asleep much more quickly now. Air quality and humidity levels in your bedroom can affect breathing comfort during sleep, which becomes particularly important as respiratory sensitivity may increase with age. If you live in a dry climate or use heating systems that reduce humidity, consider using a humidifier in your bedroom, especially during winter months. Conversely, in humid environments, a dehumidifier might improve comfort and potentially reduce allergens like dust mites and mold that thrive in damp conditions. Regular dusting, vacuuming with a HEPA-filtered vacuum, and washing bedding in hot water can reduce allergens that might disrupt breathing during sleep. If you use oxygen therapy or other respiratory supports, ensure that equipment is positioned for comfort and that cords or tubing won't become tangled during sleep movements. Some people find that specialized pillows designed to accommodate CPAP masks or oxygen tubing can improve comfort considerably. Patricia, a 73-year-old with seasonal allergies, found that air quality modifications improved her sleep significantly. I would wake congested and struggling to breathe through my nose, especially during pollen season, she explained. After adding an air purifier to my bedroom and being more diligent about keeping windows closed during high pollen times, my nighttime breathing has improved dramatically, and I'm waking much less frequently. Technology in the bedroom presents both opportunities and challenges for older adults' sleep. While some devices like appropriate white noise machines or automated systems that gradually adjust lighting can support healthy sleep, Others may be disruptive. Consider removing or covering devices with blinking or glowing lights, as even small light sources can affect melatonin production and sleep quality. If you use a digital alarm clock, choose one with adjustable brightness or position it where the display doesn't face the bed. For those who enjoy reading before sleep, e-readers that don't emit blue light, like those with e-ink displays rather than backlit screens, may be preferable to tablets or smartphones. If you do use smartphones or tablets in the evening, enable night mode settings that reduce blue light emission. Some older adults find that sleep tracking technologies help them better understand their sleep patterns and identify factors that impact their rest. These range from wearable devices to non-contact systems that monitor movement and breathing from bedside tables or under mattresses. While these can provide interesting insights, it's important not to become overly fixated on the data, as this can sometimes create sleep anxiety. James, a 69-year-old technology enthusiast, found balance in his approach to bedroom technology. I used to have my smartphone charging right beside my bed, and I'd find myself checking emails if I woke during the night, he shared. Now I charge it across the room and use a simple alarm clock instead. I also enabled the night shift mode on all my devices to reduce blue light in the evenings. These simple changes have helped me disconnect more effectively at bedtime. Personalization is perhaps the most important principle in adapting your sleep environment after 65. While the recommendations I've shared are based on research and may help many older adults, individual preferences and needs vary considerably. The best sleep environment for you is one that addresses your specific challenges and aligns with your personal comfort preferences. Some older adults find that keeping a sleep diary for a couple of weeks can help identify patterns and pinpoint specific disruptions that might be addressed through environmental changes. Note when you go to bed approximately how long it takes to fall asleep, any awakenings you remember, when you wake up for the day, and how rested you feel. Also record factors like room temperature, what you did before bed, and any other variables that might affect your sleep. This personalized data often reveals patterns that generic advice might miss. Perhaps you sleep better on nights when your bedroom is cooler than generally recommended. Or maybe you've noticed that certain activities before bed consistently lead to better or worse sleep. Helen, an 83-year-old who had struggled with sleep for decades, found that personalization was key to improving her rest. I tried following general sleep advice for years without much improvement, she explained. When I finally started paying attention to my own patterns, I realized that contrary to common advice, I actually sleep better when I read exciting fiction before bed. It distracts me from anxious thoughts. I also discovered that I'm extremely sensitive to even minimal light, so I needed to be more thorough about darkening my bedroom than most people. Helen's experience highlights an important point. While research provides valuable general guidelines, your own experience is equally important. The best sleep environment modifications are those that address your specific needs and respect your personal preferences. It's also worth noting that while environmental modifications can significantly improve sleep quality for many older adults, they're not a cure-all. If you're experiencing severe or persistent sleep difficulties, consulting with healthcare providers is important. Conditions like sleep apnea, restless legs syndrome, and certain medications can impact sleep quality and may require specific medical interventions beyond environmental changes. For most older adults, however, thoughtful adaptation of the sleep environment can make a meaningful difference in sleep quality, even as natural age-related changes in sleep architecture occur. By creating a bedroom that supports your changing sleep physiology, you may be able to experience more restful, restorative sleep despite these biological shifts. So, let's recap the key areas for potential bedroom modifications after 65. Light management. Consider blackout curtains, reduced evening light exposure, minimize blue light from screens, and perhaps blue light blocking glasses for evening activities. Temperature optimization. Aim for a cool bedroom, typically 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. Use layered bedding for easier adjustment, and choose breathable, moisture-wicking materials. Sound management. Try white noise machines or fans to mask disruptive sounds, and consider earplugs if partner snoring is an issue. Mattress and pillow selection. Choose options that provide appropriate support for your current body, considering any joint sensitivity or medical conditions that affect comfort. Bedroom accessibility. Install motion-activated night lights, ensure clear pathways, and consider bed height and potential assistive devices for safer nighttime navigation. Air quality improvements. Use humidifiers or dehumidifiers as needed, reduce allergens through regular cleaning, and optimize the positioning of any respiratory support equipment. Technology considerations. Minimize disruptive lights from devices, choose sleep-friendly reading options, and be thoughtful about the potential benefits and drawbacks of sleep tracking technologies. Personalization. Pay attention to your own patterns and preferences, perhaps keeping a sleep diary to identify specific factors that affect your individual sleep quality. By addressing these aspects of your sleep environment, you may be able to significantly improve your rest despite the natural changes in sleep architecture that occur after 65. The goal isn't to recreate the sleep of your younger years, that may not be biologically possible, but rather to optimize your sleep quality within your current physiology. Sleep remains essential for physical health, cognitive function, and emotional well-being throughout life. By creating a sleep environment that acknowledges and accommodates the changes that occur with age, you're making an important investment in your overall health and quality of life. If this information has been helpful to you, please consider sharing this video with others who might benefit. Many older adults accept poor sleep as an inevitable part of aging, unaware that relatively simple environmental modifications might significantly improve their rest. Subscribe to our channel for more evidence-based approaches to healthy aging, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Each week, we explore different aspects of well-being for older adults, always focused on practical, accessible strategies backed by current understanding. And please, leave a comment below sharing your own experiences with sleep changes as you've aged or any questions you might have. I read every comment and value your input. Your feedback helps guide the topics we address in future videos. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Dr. Rachel Thompson, wishing you peaceful sleep and vibrant days in your golden years. Until next time, take good care of yourself.